New patch notes are out. What's that mean for Barb Gang? Let's find out. All right, guys. So the new patch notes are out, and this is honestly a video I didn't really ever think I was going to be wanting to make on my channel. I didn't really want to get into this side of the content creation and stuff for Diablo Immortal, but I've been seeing a lot of people say it's a great patch. Some people saying it's a good patch, and even some teammates and clan members saying it's terrible patch, gonna kill the game. And I just kind of want to give my thoughts from a Barb's perspective, as well as maybe even like a low spend, potentially free to play type of a perspective, because I am a whale, but in my mind I'm a whale, but in the scope of Diablo Immortal I'm definitely not a whale. I've spent less than $1,000 on this game, but I've had pretty decent return for it, as far as my resonance and things like that go. Before we actually get into the patch notes, and I'm going to try to keep it quick, but before we get into that, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys are amazing with all the subs and the views lately on the videos. I really appreciate everything. You guys are amazing. We are going to try to get to 300 subs by the end of September. So if you could hit that sub button down below, it is free and it helps your boy out get back into the algorithm and try to grow the community that we got here for the Barb Gang. If you like this video, leave a like, and then afterwards, if you want to see me do more of these going forward when we get patch notes and stuff like that, go ahead and let me know if you want to see more of this going forward. And yeah, let's just kind of jump right into it. So as a Barb, personally, as a Barb, I do a lot of things solo because we are a little bit tankier than some of the other classes. I'm just going to kind of skip over a lot of it. Warband stuff being drop down to, minimum of 4 people. That's awesome. In my opinion, that's great. It's going to free up so much time, for us to do a bunch of stuff. That's, really cool. The castle being our new warband camp, so to speak, is pretty intriguing. I kind of like the fact that we're going to have, wave clearings, and we're going to have to clear rooms and stuff like that to get rewards. I do actually like that. I think that's going to be pretty fun, because I do enjoy my warband. So if you're in a warband that you don't like, it's time to get with, some people that you do, and try to make that new warband. The thing that I like about it as a Barb, being somebody that plays alone a lot, we can traverse the randomized dark underbelly of the castle Sirengar alone, or with up to 7 other warband members as many times as desired. So being able to clear these rooms and go through and do stuff by ourselves, I think personally is going to be really fun. Really challenging. I hope it's really challenging anyway. But yeah, I definitely want to do that and give that a go. Here we see the defense of Sirengar, the wave modes and everything like that. I think that's going to be pretty fun, with our people. Something for, free to play / low spenders. Ancestral weapons, I think, is going to be pretty cool. A nice warband reward for people. And if you can get a buff, sure, the whales have opportunity to get this too. However, as a free to play, if you can get stronger in PvE stuff and you can progress that way, then you can, maybe clear another challenge rift and stuff like that to do some higher stuff. I understand combat rating doesn't mean everything, but it is something that is able to make you stronger. So why not, go for it, right? And then we can actually do the invocation gear, which is going to be great too. Battle passes have been great in the game as far as I'm concerned. So we're going to skip over that. New boss, sure, cool, we'll skip over that. Scouring the Darkness limited time event, I'm going to skip over this one because the events have been kind of lackluster for the, like let's not mince words. Hungry Moon back for seconds. Rewards have to be better than what they've been. The Crown Winds cosmetic set, we can see the Barb front and center. This, if that's what we're going to look like, I like it so far. I like that big, huge crown. The weapon looks pretty good. So, the cosmetics have been pretty damn good. For the Barb, a couple of them have been, kind of ugly as far as like helmet structure and stuff like that. But in general, the cosmetics have been pretty good as far as these go. Bug fixes, there's enough bugs to fix, keep them busy for a year already so we're not going to get into those. For the low spenders, I think this Blessed Pebble, the 1-star gem, is going to be really cool. I'm actually planning on, when I get one, I want to take one to level 10 and I want to do a side-by-side comparison, my current resonance at the time whenever I get it, and do like a one-off, maybe, time some dungeons, do some damage output numbers, try to get, that kind of stuff. And then drop out one of my gems that I'm currently using, put the Blessed Pebble on, rank it up to number 10, rank it up to 10, and see if the increase on beneficial effects on the duration of those and our movement speed, I want to see if that offsets the resonance drop that we get, right? So I think this particular gem is going to be really good for free to play and low spenders. If you're not, lucky with your, the big boy legendary gems and stuff like that, you can maybe pair this with like a Everlasting Torment, with a Berserker's Eye, things like that, and see if you can, do damage. But I really think this is like a way to bake in, say, a Vithu set. If you do have, like, say, a 2-piece or a 4-piece Vithu set plus this, I want to see if it stacks. So I definitely want to kind of play around with that 1-star gem. That's probably the most intriguing part of this entire update for me personally. The other two, I think, are going to be, pretty decent. The Frozen Heart kind of feels like almost like a Mount Bank set built into it. And then Abiding Curse, we're going to reduce their attack and movement speeds by 35%. So basically make them walk in quicksand. And then we're going to do some, if they're cursed, we're going to do additional damage. So that's pretty cool. I think it's going to be good where we're taking less damage because they're attacking slower and moving slower, and we're going to do more damage. I think that's good for free to play and low spenders, because having that little bit of advantage baked in is going to be nice. The new set, I think, is going to be pretty good for a Barb. Specifically because it pretty much, goes by our dash skills, which I don't know exactly what is going to qualify as a dash. I have to go back and look at all of our skills, but Furious Charge, I think Furious Charge, our Sprint, we have two that are right there that are pretty prominent in a lot of different people's builds. So I think, after using a dash skill, we can get with the 2-piece, increase our damage by 15%, increase our crit chance by 22.5% on a 4-piece. And then if we use a 6-piece set, then it's going to, do a whole bunch of, we get like a fear baked in on top of all that. So that's pretty cool. Legendary crest improvements for free to play. We're going to now be able to trade in 1600 platinum to get 1 legendary crest per week. That is not the same as the Heliquary crests, so we get the ticket that we redeem and we cash in. It's going to be separate from that. So that's pretty cool. That gives us 4 legendary crests for free to play every month. Yes, you do have to have the platinum for it. So you are going to have to be, partying up, running in parties and stuff like that to get like your regular gems. So you can maybe try to flip those and do as much as you can trying to flip those there. I get it. It's rough. Free to play is very much a grind, but it's a good step, right? It's definitely not where we want to be, but it is definitely a good step. Legendary warband chests, essence transfer, that's cool. As far as all the immortal stuff, I'm not really worried about. As far as this new bestiary entries, that is pretty cool for me particularly because I enjoy, getting new pages. Market adjustment, going from 12 hours to 3 hours as far as like when we put up a gem and making it available and everything like that. That is actually massive, and that will go hand in hand with trying to make that platinum for free to play players and stuff like that. So that's pretty good. It reduces the time so you can flip stuff, right? So that's really good. If you are a low spender, I don't really purchase these personally, but going from 315 to 320 and 630 to 650 on the $5 and $10 packs, that's pretty good, because then you go from 2 crests to 2 crests full without having to, be 5 orbs short, to having being able to buy 4 crests and having 10 left over. I think that's really big, right? You don't want to spend $5 and only be able to have 1 crest out of that. That's terrible. So that's pretty good. It's not great. Again, it's not terrible though. I don't think this is a bad patch update. I just think being pushed out like it was, I don't think it kind of makes it feel underwhelming for a lot of people. I think it's a good patch. I don't think it's the best patch it could have been. For Barbs and free-to-play low spenders particularly, I do think it's a pretty damn good patch. With that being said, Blizzard, NetEase, get back on the regularly scheduled updates. I don't care if it's just fixing bugs. There's enough bugs to keep you busy for a year. Get those bugs fixed and get those patches out. I don't care. Do it. That will ruin the game much faster than just, a disappointing patch like this. So that's my thoughts on it. If you agree with me, that's cool. Drop a like if you like this video. Again, hit the sub button. Again, we're trying to get to 300 subs by the end of September. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see more videos like this. And with that being said, I'm JKG. Y'all been amazing. Peace.